Right, picture this. London, but not the London you know. Imagine the city plunged into absolute unfiltered chaos. The kind of chaos that makes the Blitz look like a quiet Sunday picnic. Sirens wail, people dash through the streets, and the skyline is shrouded in ominous clouds. It's as if the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for something truly bizarre to unfold. The air is thick with tension, and every corner seems to hide a new, unpredictable threat. The city's heartbeat is frantic, and the sense of anticipation is almost electric. But this isn't your average disaster movie. No, this is London under siege by armies of sentient snacks, superpowered politicians and celebrities wielding abilities so questionable, you'd think they were making it up as they went along. Picture politicians in capes, celebrities with glowing hands, and the streets teeming with people in costumes that blur the line between fancy dress and full-on battle gear. It's a fever dream come to life, and nobody's quite sure who's in charge. The city's usual order has been tossed out the window, replaced by a wild, unpredictable energy that pulses through every street and alleyway. At the very heart of this madness stands Sarah Pringle, a woman with a mission and a mushroom hat, leading her loyal army of mushroom men. They march in perfect formation, spongy and determined, ready to reclaim the city for all things fungal. Opposing her is Gabby Gogbog, a witch with a flair for the dramatic, who's managed to transform half of London's population into living, breathing sausage roll people. The two armies face off in the middle of the city, the air thick with anticipation and the scent of pastry. The tension is palpable and the city holds its breath as these two bizarre forces prepare to clash. Yes, you heard me right. Sausage roll people. Imagine your neighbours, your postman, even your local MP, all suddenly encased in flaky golden pastry, rolling down the street with a look of existential dread. It's both hilarious and slightly terrifying, like a Greggs advert gone rogue. The city's pavements are now a parade of pastry, and the absurdity of it all is matched only by the sheer scale of the transformation. Gabby's not just content with her pastry-powered army. She's on a full-blown power trip, standing atop a makeshift podium, bellowing at Sarah, "You foolish, mouldy bitch! I've got the raw power of 10 million Karens." Her voice echoes through the city, sending shivers down the spines of even the bravest sausage rolls. The crowd is both awed and terrified, unsure whether to cheer or run for cover. Enter Keir Starmer, ever the statesman, trying desperately to restore order. He steps forward, tie slightly askew, attempting to reason with the warring factions. But before he can finish his speech about unity and democracy, he's interrupted by a bizarre magical mishap. He's about to be turned into a chocolate chair. Yes, a chocolate chair. The kind you'd find in Willy Wonka's wildest dreams. The crowd gasps as his transformation begins, and for a moment, it seems like the laws of reality have completely broken down. Suddenly, the chaos escalates. Out of nowhere, Eric Pickles, looking more determined than ever, unleashes a tsunami of rats. They pour through the streets in a furry tidal wave, swarming over everything in their path. People scream, sausage rolls scatter, and the mushroom men try to hold their ground as the city is overrun by rodents. The rats seem to have a mind of their own, weaving through the chaos with uncanny precision. But just when you think things can't get any weirder, Noel Edmonds bursts onto the scene. He's armed with a high-powered gunge cannon, sliding across the pavement in a blaze of neon goo. With every shot, he clears a path through the chaos, leaving a trail of sticky fluorescent glory in his wake. It's like a game show gone completely off the rails. The crowd can't decide whether to cheer or duck for cover as the gunge flies in every direction. And then, in a moment of pure posh boy heroism, Jacob Rees-Mogg steps forward. Dressed to the nines in his vintage suit and wielding an indestructible top hat, he swings it with surgical precision, slicing Gabby's broomstick clean in two. The crowd gasps as the witch's main mode of transport is reduced to splinters. For a moment, it looks like the tide might finally be turning. Gabby, now broomless and fuming, screeches at Jacob, "How dare you, little posh boy!" Her face contorts with rage, and for a brief moment you can see the regret flicker in her eyes. Maybe this wasn't the world domination she'd imagined. The crowd watches, transfixed, as the two adversaries lock eyes in a battle of wills. But just as the battle seems poised to spiral out of control, Tony Blair steps in. With the kind of superhuman persuasion that could sell sand in the Sahara, He convinces both the mushroom men and the sausage roll people to lay down their arms. Instead of fighting, they start picking up litter, shaking hands, and helping to restore order. It's a surreal scene, enemies turned allies, united by the power of a really good pep talk. The city begins to heal, one handshake at a time. Sarah Pringle, however, is not having it. She's absolutely livid, shouting, "Britain will remain Moldy," as she's finally restrained and led away by the authorities. Her dreams of a fungal utopia dashed, she's left fuming as the city returns to a semblance of normality. The mushroom men look on, uncertain about their future in a world that's suddenly gone pastry mad. But Gabby isn't finished yet. With a sly grin, she declares, "You'll never find the ruby sausage roll. I've hidden it in a tree stump over there." She points dramatically, clearly thinking she's outsmarted everyone. The crowd's attention shifts, and a new wave of excitement ripples through the city. The realization hits her like a ton of bricks. She's just revealed her secret hiding spot to the entire city. Panic sets in as everyone turns to look at the tree stump, and Gabby's face goes from smug to mortified in seconds. The crowd surges forward, eager to claim the legendary ruby sausage roll for themselves. But before anyone else can react, Eric Pickles, never one to pass up a snack, dives for the tree stump and devours the ruby sausage roll in one bite. Instantly, Gabby's magical powers fizzle out, leaving her powerless and utterly defeated. The authorities swoop in, and she's carted off to jail alongside Sarah, both of them still bickering as they're led away. The city breathes a collective sigh of relief, grateful that the madness is finally over. With the city saved and the chaos finally over, Keir Starmer raises a pint in a local pub, declaring, "Well done, lads, pints on me." The crowd erupts in cheers, toasting to their bizarre victory and the most surreal day in London's history. The pub is filled with laughter, stories of the day's madness, and the clinking of glasses as everyone celebrates their hard-won peace. Meanwhile, in a cramped jail cell somewhere in the city, Gabby and Sarah are already at each other's throats, arguing over whose plan was worse. The guards roll their eyes, and honestly, I'd pay good money to watch that sitcom. The end, or is it? But wait, just because the chaos has ended doesn't mean the fun is over. As the sun sets over London, the city's residents come together to clean up the mess. Mushroom men and sausage roll people, now back to their normal selves, share a laugh as they sweep up pastry flakes and stray bits of mushroom. Children play with leftover props, turning the remnants of battle into a playground of imagination. The city, once divided, is now united in the most unexpected way. News crews descend on the scene, eager to capture the wildest stories of the day. Londoners recount their adventures, how they dodged flying gunge, outwitted rampaging rats, and survived the reign of the sausage roll queen. Animated maps pop up on TV screens, showing the path of the chaos with little icons of mushrooms, sausage rolls, and rats zigzagging across the city. The whole country tunes in, unable to believe what they're seeing. In pubs across London, the night is just getting started. Themed quiz nights pop up with questions like, how many rats did Eric Pickles unleash? And what's the secret ingredient in a ruby sausage roll? Laughter fills the air as teams in mushroom and sausage roll costumes compete for novelty trophies. The city's sense of humour is alive and well, and everyone's determined to make the most of this legendary day. As midnight approaches, fireworks light up the London skyline. People gather in city squares, hugging, cheering, and reflecting on the wildest day in living memory. The chaos has passed, but the memories and the friendships forged in the heat of battle will last a lifetime. And so, as the credits roll on this epic showdown, let's take a moment to remember, in a city where anything can happen, sometimes the most unexpected heroes are the ones in the silliest costumes. Whether you're a mushroom, a sausage roll, or just a Londoner caught in the crossfire, you've survived the most bonkers day in history. Give yourself a round of applause. And for those who missed it, don't worry, there's always next year's showdown. Until then, keep your mushroom hats handy, your sausage rolls flaky, and your sense of humour sharp. London, you've outdone yourself. The end, for now.